Morning, guys. We are out here on my front porch. Today we're gonna do the what I eat in a day. For right now, at least, hasn't changed in the last 3 weeks. So we're gonna start with our breakfast. This morning, let me change my camera around here for you. So this morning we have 2 full eggs, and I get those from a local farm here in Tennessee. A cup of egg whites and 40 grams of oatmeal. What I usually put on my oatmeal is one of these 2 Flavor God seasonings. One is a chocolate donut seasoning and one's a buttery cinnamon roll. And then with the eggs I switch it up quite a bit, but what I've really been liking lately is this Yellowbird product. It's a jalapeno hot sauce. Really tasty, and it's only got 55 grams of sodium, I believe. Sorry, not 55 grams, 55 milligrams. 60 milligrams of sodium. Yep. So that's been on my list of awesome things lately. And then usually after this meal, I'll have my coffee. We've already done our morning fasted cardio. Saturdays and Sundays are typically a little bit slower of a start. We don't do our first meal at 6:30 in the morning. We sleep in a little bit, get our rest. Whenever we wake up, that's when we start our day, and I'll spread my meals out afterward according to when I woke up and when I think I'm going to be going to bed. So there you guys go. That's the first meal. Cup of egg whites, 2 full eggs, 40 grams of oatmeal, water, and my seasonings. All right, I'll see you for the next one. What up, guys? We're back for meal 2. First meal was about 9:30 a.m. that we ate. Like I said, we sleep in a little bit on Saturday mornings. So started about 3-ish hours later than usual. Typically we actually on Saturday get up a little bit earlier than that, but this morning we definitely took our time. So it's 11:30 now. We're about 2 hours after that first meal. The second meal consists of, let me switch my camera around so you can see. We've got 100 grams of rice, and that's jasmine rice, and then 8 ounces of chicken. And then underneath the chicken we have 85 grams of green beans. And those green beans, that's not what I eat every single day with this meal. It can be a number of different types of greens. Romaine lettuce is a big one that I use. Sometimes I make that like a salad, and I'll do maybe 12-ish milliliters of balsamic vinegar with that, and I'll just do it either a chicken and romaine lettuce salad, and then I'll do my rice on the side, or I'll do a frozen spinach and I'll throw the whole thing together. Usually I do that on my work days. Toss it all up in one container, microwave it down the hatch. Today, when I'm not at work and eating, I like to do the jasmine rice alone by itself, because I don't do that often, so I just started doing that, and just the taste of regular rice lately has been doing it for me. And with the chicken and the green beans lately, like I said this morning, ever since I found this Yellowbird hot sauce, this has been really good for enhancing the flavor of the chicken and the green beans, the stuff that I've been eating forever. I was doing a lot of broccoli in my first few weeks. The coach told me to lay off that as it has some bloating effect, more so than green beans and spinach. So we've switched from broccoli to green bean, spinach, romaine lettuce. Broccoli is one of my favorite greens to eat, but we took it out. So that's meal 2. Before this gets cold, I'm going to start eating, and then I'll see you guys in a couple hours for meal 3. All right, YouTube fan, we got meal 3 right now. It's about 2:30 p.m. And when I say about, I think it's 2:30 p.m. on the dot, 2:34. For this third meal, what we have is we've got 8 ounces of 99% lean ground turkey. We've got 6 ounces of mashed sweet potato with nothing in them, just pure sweet potato. And we have 85 grams of romaine lettuce with 12 milliliters of balsamic vinegar. For this meal, usually in most cases I'll do instead of the romaine lettuce, I'll do like a green bean or a frozen spinach, and I typically just throw all of this into one big bowl, mix it up, and just down the hatch like that. I usually don't split it up like this, but to just show you guys exactly what I'm eating, I figured it'd be easier if you could see it, not in a big mash mixture like you're eating prison style. Because I usually don't eat it like this, I'm probably going to put either a sugar-free ketchup on it or that hot sauce that I like. Not sure yet, haven't figured it out. It'll be a game time decision when I hang up the phone with you guys. In my sweet potatoes, usually I'll do pure cinnamon, or not cinnamon sugar, just cinnamon. And with the green beans or the spinach and the ground turkey and the sweet potato, when I mix it all up and do cinnamon, it makes it kind of a sweet dish, and it tastes pretty good to me. I don't mind eating it all together, and I do that with most of my meals, except for my breakfast. The first meal of the day, I keep that all split up because I enjoy everything that's in there a lot separately. But with all my chicken meals and all my turkey meals, I just mix it all up. One, for just ease, because those, most of the time I'm eating those when I'm out and about, so to just have it in a container is super easy. And then 2, with the amount that, you know, I'm eating 6 meals a day, it takes a lot of dishes, and if I have 3 separate dishes every single time I eat, I'm running the dishwasher minimum of once a day. Right now, having it all split up, I'm running the dishwasher every other day. So, you know, that's not a big deal. It's not killer stuff, but, you know, every little thing that I can make easier, I try to do. And the longer you've been doing it, the more little tricks you realize to make your life efficient, as opposed to when you first start, it's kind of like everything's a pain in the butt. You're not sure how to do things the best way, and the best way might not even be the way that tastes best. It might just be the easiest way to do it. When I started all this, I used to grill everything. So I used to go out once every couple days and fire up the grill, and I'd cook my turkey, or I'd cook my sirloin, or I'd cook my chicken. And, you know, it's just kind of a pain in the ass. So now I use I mentioned in another video, I use my sous vide function on my Instapot, and I stick all my turkey for 3 or 4 days into a Ziploc bag, put it in a water bath in my Instapot, and sous vide it. I do the same thing for the chicken, and then usually any other meat except for my fish. The only thing I cook every day is my fish, because I don't like the thought of microwaving fish. So that's just me. I'm sure there's some people who would be fine with it, but I just grill my fish on a piece of aluminum foil every day at night. It's the last meal. I'm always home when I eat it, so it's not a problem. I don't run into any trouble that way. But there you guys have it. This is the third meal. I'm going to hang up the phone and chow down on it. It's one more time to rip through it. 8 ounces of turkey, 6 ounces of sweet potato, and then some form of greens. It's a cup of greens, 85 grams. Okay? All right, guys, we are on meal 4. It's maybe 5:45.
It's 6:15.
Oh, it's 6:15. Thanks.
You're welcome.
This meal, so the rest of the night, really carbs are pretty much over except for what I would get in my greens and a little bit in my peanut butter for the next meal. But what we have is 85 grams of greens, so a cup of greens, and I'm either going to do that on day to day. I'll switch it up. It'll either be spinach, lettuce of some sort, or green beans. Today I did just romaine lettuce. Let me show you guys that. Romaine lettuce, 8 ounces of chicken, and then I did about 12 milliliters of balsamic vinegar on that. Come on back here. There we go. Pretty simple meal. The next meal I'll show you guys a little bit later. We're about to finish this up, and then I'm going to hit the gym. We got quads and calves today, a little bit of cardio, and then we'll come back. As soon as we're done the gym, we'll do our protein shake meal, which is really simple, and I'll show you guys that when we get there. All right, what's up, guys? We are downstairs in the basement. We are doing my spin bike right now. I realized when I was at the gym that, one, it was super late, and I got to be up semi-early tomorrow. So I wanted to get home, start my 5th meal while I was biking, because my 5th meal is just a protein shake. So I wanted to do that while I was biking because I got a half hour of cardio to do. And then I got my 6th meal a little bit later, and it's 9:18 right now. So I'd like to have a little bit of time in between my 5th meal and my 6th meal, and I don't want to be up till midnight trying to get that in. So I figured I would come home early, get that next meal in, and then have a little bit of time, get the 6th meal in. Also had to run to the grocery store real quick after my gym session because I forgot I was out of sweet potatoes, and I'm not going to have time to pick them up tomorrow because I got to drive all over Tennessee. So without further ado, the 5th meal of the day. Let me turn you guys around. 5th meal of the day. Sorry, I'm in my workshop / garage. So we've got nice frozen protein shake. This is how I like to eat it. So I like to eat it frozen like that because it's kind of like eating a dessert for me. It feels like I'm eating ice cream, and it makes it last a little bit longer too, as opposed to just slamming down a protein shake. Feels like I'm actually eating something. So on these through these weeks when I'm in a deficit and hungry, if I can sit down and take little spoonfuls and make that smoothie last 10-15 minutes rather than just housing it in 3 seconds, it makes me feel like I'm eating more. I don't know. Also, it's not just a protein shake. My 5th meal is 2 scoops of protein, so a total of about 50 grams, depending on what kind of protein you're using. I use Be Amazing vegan protein, not because I'm vegan. Obviously, I eat a lot of chicken and turkey, but because the vegan protein that they make is some of the best protein I've ever tasted, and it doesn't affect my digestive system at all. So there's a lot of whey proteins out there that get me gassy or really mess with my digestive system. It might be TMI, but give you the shits, make your bathroom sessions runnier than they should be, and I just don't like that. So this vegan protein, really easy on my digestive system, goes through easy, tastes awesome. And then aside from the 2 scoops of protein, also a tablespoon or 16 grams of peanut butter, and I use natural Smucker's peanut butter. Try to use foods with as little garbage in them as possible. So even That hot sauce that I told you guys I like has very minimal ingredients. The less shit that's in it, the less shit that's going to mess with your body in terms of either digestive system or inflammatory, holding water, things like that. So when you're getting ready for a competition, which I am, the amount that you can minimize variables, the better. So if I'm not dealing with a lot of external ingredients going into my system, it's easy to figure out if there's something that's messing with me. If I got a whole bunch of condiments and shit that have a million ingredients in them, it's going to be really hard to rule out what's causing problems. So there it is, my 5th meal, end of spiel. I'm going to let you guys go because I am going to turn on The Office, and for the next 25 minutes, I'm going to watch The Office. So I'll see you guys shortly for the 5th or 6th and final meal. All right, guys, so we have made it. We're on the last meal of the day. It is 10:30 p.m. I usually like to have a little bit more than an hour and 15 minutes between each meal, but just the way things worked out tonight. Really busy day. We did our best to get everything timed right. We did a pretty good job, except this last meal that fell a little close to meal 5, but that's all right. I'd rather eat right now, get a good night's sleep, than try to space it out another hour. What we have here, last meal of the day. This and breakfast are the only meals I cook fresh every day. All the other ones are meal prepped and ready. So what we have is, try to do this without spilling my fish. Here we go. So 10 ounces of tilapia, and I do a garlic powder, an onion powder, parsley, black pepper, crushed red pepper, and then I grill it, and then I do about a third of a lemon, and I squeeze the lemon juice on top of that for now. Once we get closer to the end, I might have to cut out that lemon juice, but for right now, that's how we prepare that. A little bit of aluminum foil, spray Pam on that, put it on there, put it on the grill. Really easy. And then, really simple, same thing I've been doing all day, just because this is what I've been feeling for greens today, is the romaine lettuce with 12 milliliters of balsamic vinegar. And again, when we get closer to competition, probably have to cut the balsamic vinegar out. And like I said, those greens change. Like tomorrow, I have to go and do posing practice with my coach over in White House, Tennessee. Most of my meals are going to be eaten on the fly tomorrow, so it's not as easy to bring a salad like that. It's easier for me to just put the 85 grams of green beans into my meal prep containers with all the rest, microwave it all together, and eat it. I keep it really simple when I am not at home. On my weekends when I'm at home, I do it a little fancier, if you can consider this fancy. But that's it, guys. That is the full day of eating. We got it in. It took a little bit later to get all the meals in than usual. Usually I'm done by 8:30, so I'm about 2 hours late, which is not bad considering I started out 3 hours late in the morning. So we actually timed them fairly well, even with the busyness of today, which is what we like to do. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, give me a subscribe. Let me know if you want more of these videos, as my meal plan is going to be changing frequently. And towards the end of prep, I'll definitely do another one. But if you guys like the videos, then I'll do a few more than planned. But once we get closer to stage time, I'll definitely update and do another one. It's not too difficult making them, and it's kind of fun. So with that being said, I'm exhausted. I'm going to finish this meal up, watch another episode of The Office, and then go to dreamland, purr like a kitten. So, as always, adios, big dogs.